and welcome to Sports Betting Illuminated, where we play with the house, not against it. I'm your host, Ariel Calista, author of Sports Betting Illuminated, an AI-powered path to profit. Hey, Super James. Oh, sweet. That is amazing. I'm so glad to see so many people coming in from Rumble, some people coming in from YouTube. Wow. Yeah, I am definitely excited to see a lot of people here tonight to talk about some college basketball. Let's dive into some plays. We're going to talk about AI as well, and I have a really nice 2-minute drill, which I think you guys are going to like a lot, which is about reading the sportsbook lines and also how it's important, just as important, to know when the sportsbook lines aren't moving as it is when they are moving, and how to understand what the sportsbook is trying to say so that we could play with the house instead of against it. That has been our consistent strategy on how we've been able to get 30+% ROIs consistently season after season. Hey, Chuck Science, happy Mardi Gras! Of course, I had to wear some Mardi Gras beads. Some of my beads are pretty tangled, but I think I nailed the theme. What do you think? I have the light up necklaces, the regular beads, just a little bit of everything. What are you doing for Mardi Gras? Any big plans? Gonna go out and celebrate? Wow, I mean, people who are in New Orleans right now for Mardi Gras, it just looks like such a fun time. Hey Derek, hey Tyler, hey Alvin. So wonderful seeing all of you here and taking care of business. Loco, welcome in early. Wonderful, let's go. Purple it is. That's the right choice for tonight. Alrighty, well, we have a lot to talk about. Hey Tony, welcome in. It is so wonderful seeing all of you here. Uh-oh, let me just silence my cell phone real quick and let's get started. Alrighty. So, you know, obviously with the Olympics going on and everything, there just hasn't been a ton of games to talk about on the board. So we've been kind of cherry picking our selections here, but you know what? We've been doing good so far. So in hockey, we are just sitting with a 36% ROI with a 66.7% win rate, 96 units played. Hey Brian, welcome in. I love seeing all of the emotes come through as well. David, hello, so nice seeing you. Absolutely. You know what? I think especially because we're always betting, there's always so much to do when there's not a lot of sports going on, or maybe it's sports that you just aren't really familiar with betting. For me, that's the Olympics. Like, I have not been betting on the Olympics. It's a rare event. It's one of those things where I just don't feel like I personally have an edge, and it's okay to refrain from betting in those situations. Like, you're not going to go see me like betting on, you know, Korean horse racing or something. That's just out of my league. I like to stay in my little lane, but that's how we've been so successful. In the NBA, we have a 35.5% ROI with a 69.7% win rate, 109 units played so far. And in college basketball, we are sitting at a 34.8%. We are almost there, just a 0.2% off from being a 35% return with a 70.6% win rate on 136 units played. That's a very high win rate, but it just shows win rate and your ROI are not the same thing, because this is my lowest ROI, almost hitting 35%, but it's my highest win rate. And as you guys are going out there into social media looking for some picks, you know, maybe reading the blogs or the forums or seeing what these expert handicappers are thinking, just remember, look at their ROIs as well as their win rates. It is more important, in my opinion. Hey Superfro, welcome in. Purdue, let's go. You've been backing them. All right, yeah. It's been a little bit rocky lately, I'm not gonna lie, but I do have some plays here that I like, so I'm really excited for that. Oh, really? Hey, Patriot. Welcome in, Chris. Wait, what? I'm so confused, Tony. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, with the race. Yeah. I was following that. I was so confused for a second. I was like, what are we talking about? Almost a month till baseball. I know. I'm so excited. Training has already started, and boy, oh boy. Alright, I'm ready for Mardi Gras tonight, so of course I had to have a very special strain for today. It is Purple Haze. Obviously the purple. It's a fun, hazy, kind of celebratory. I got the light up Mardi Gras beads. It's a fun celebratory strain. Perfect for this evening, hanging out with you guys, having a good time, and of course, winning plenty of wagers, right? That's what we're all here for. Yeah, well, variance happens sometimes, you know, and that is a-okay. We understand that in sports betting, even though a lot of people like to say games are rigged and this happened or that happened, but the truth is sometimes variance just happens. You know, these are professionals, or, well, I mean, almost in the case of college basketball. So, all right, let's sit back, relax, and get our minds right to win some wagers. Ooh, that is really really good. Maybe one more hit before we get this show started. I know, they pretty much are professionals, and when you see a lot of these college guys that are like in their mid-20s with a family, and they've already been out of school for a few years and they're still playing, like, is there a problem here? I don't know. I mean, it is getting a little crazy. Plus, just with how many teams are always like, some of these, like, I don't know. You know, you have like the top elite professionals, and then a lot of people that are just kind of in the middle, or, you know, follow to the lower end of the professional college basketball spectrum. So, yeah. All right, let's get started. So, a few lines have been moving. The first one that I'm looking at right now is just this 7 o'clock game. And of course, this is a live stream, so if you have a game you want me to break down and analyze, throw it in the chat right here. Let me know what game it is, and we will break it down, analyze it live on air. We're going to look at where the lines are moving, you know, seeing if the sports books are taking a stand, and of course, like, anything can happen. You know, and also I appreciate all of you for following my free daily emails. They go out every single day. You don't get ads, you don't get spam, but you do get some really good writing. And I talk a lot about AI, about the sports books becoming a better. And also you have a little bit of a health corner too, because if you're not healthy, then you're not thinking straight to wager properly. Plus you have a little section with my photo there at the end. It's always switching up, doing something new. Today was a little bit of a throwback back to, yeah, I want to say like maybe 2018 or something. Right out of high school, and yeah, taking some photos with my friends. So I love to throw some throwbacks in there every once in a while. Just always trying to keep it fresh for you. Did I earn these beads? I wish, Red Pill. Actually, I've had these for a couple years now. they've been my Mardi Gras go-to. But I would definitely be down to go visit New Orleans one day and be a part of the celebration and earn some beads. So let's go one day, right? All right, first game I'm looking at is at 7 o'clock. It is North Carolina Tar Heels versus North Carolina State. I have been watching this total and I noticed it starting to go down despite there being mixed money. It went from 158.5 down to 155.5 on mixed money. And the pros aren't showing up on either side. The money is looking, pretty steady here. So at this moment, I'm just gonna watch this game. I don't have a solid play. Ooh, for the race. I'm gonna really start diving into this now. Now that I know we have some fans here in the audience. Definitely Red Pill. that would be an entourage effect. I agree, Super Teams. The entourage effect. So I don't have a play right now, and it's North Carolina versus North Carolina Tar Heels, North Carolina State game. I don't have an opinion, but at this moment, the over does look a little bit shakier to me. I just don't have a play in this one. This one, it's an 8:30 game, Fresno State versus Wyoming. This one is more of a lean, more of an action play. So right now I am looking at Wyoming and I'm looking at the spread here. It went from -8.5 to -10.5 and there is level 1 money backing this up. So that is looking pretty interesting. I like seeing the money there. It's going in the right direction. That is a 2-point move on the spread in the right direction for Wyoming, backed by some money. So I'm gonna put this play into my action play pile. And I would say right now this Wyoming spread is a pretty good lane for me. So this is really the first play that I'm looking at. Oh my gosh, Red Pill, thank you so much for subscribing over on Rumble. I appreciate that. Yay! Thank you so much. Oh, wait. I'm so confused. Tech Science was gifted a mentorship by Red Pill? Oh my gosh. I am still learning how Rumble works, but if you guys want to see me starting to use the Rumble Studio, exploring with that sometime, I am open to it. It does look like there's a lot of cool features, and just, I don't know, I could still stream across multiple platforms, because that's the most important thing to me. Is I don't want to lose people on any platform. I love being on Twitch and Kick and YouTube and Rumble all at the same time, and just being able to talk to a broad audience here. And you never know, some people are always coming through on whatever platform that they feel most comfortable with. Ooh, he finished in the top 10. Ricky finished in the last 5 years. Ricky finished in the top 10, and last year finished 5th at Atlanta. That's awesome. Gifting subs give you the most. Oh, cool. I like this. Gifting subscriptions to other people is that is so cool. I think that's a really nice feature. Yeah. All right, better throw out some of those sharp picks. Right? We need the knife jar to come out and yeah, give us some good plays today. Now that's a reference I'm gonna have to look up, Super James. right, next game that I'm looking at is at 8 o'clock. It is UCLA Bruins versus Michigan State Spartans. This total does look like it's going over. It went from 136.5 to 139.5. There was level 2 money initially, so lots of strong money piling on the over. Then the money dropped back a little bit to level 1 money. Now it's just over money. Like, the money is not that significant anymore. But seeing all that money come in early and the line move, I really like that. I like this overplay. So I think there's going to be a lot of points tonight in this UCLA Michigan State game, and you know, I'm gonna put this into my action pile. This is a strong lean for me right now. Oh, he was the exercise guru. That is cool. Alright, I will have to check him out for sure. You know, I've been still feeling a little bit sick lately, but I am going back into the gym and I want to start hitting it hard and, you know, getting my flexibility back, doing yoga again. I've been taking it easy for the past month, but I'm ready to. I feel like I'm at the tail end of my colds right now, and I'm ready. That is cool. That is some dedication. Making exercise videos into your 80s and just wanting to spread the word, put it out there for everyone. I like that. Maybe I'll start making some exercise videos. What do you think about that? Post them on TikTok or something. Alright. Now, yeah, because it's like, I can't post my sports bets on TikTok anymore or else they'll ban me for like the 10th time. No sports betting allowed, but yeah, I guess exercises. Oh wow, you saw his wife! It is a small world. I feel like you know everybody. Dang. Well, longevity. I mean, exercising every day, it is a great way to stay healthy and active. And I feel like, you know, like one of the things I love about traveling is you go to all these other countries and walking is like such a thing, you know, everybody walks from place to place to place. Versus here, I feel like even in my small town, like just trying to walk to the grocery store, it's like there's no sidewalks and then suddenly I'm fighting against traffic and it just doesn't seem like a pleasant walk. So, you know, I mean, I think just a little bit of exercise every day. Yeah, it's good for you. Definitely good for you. Okay, looking at another total as well. I do have a few totals I'm looking at tonight, you know what? But these totals have been doing pretty well for us, so we're just gonna stick with that. Do I have a P.O. box? No, not yet. I need to get one set up, like, right away. But when I do, I will let you know. And then you could feel free to send some stuff to my P.O. box. No, it's coming really soon. Yeah. I've been looking into that. Alrighty. So, next total that I like. This is Baylor versus Kansas State. It is a 9 o'clock game, and I feel very, very confident about this. Very confident. You know, this is right now one of the plays that I like the most on the board. Well, she definitely might have. My grandmother was a yogi, like always did yoga, like well into her mid-80s, I want to say. Like now she's, oh my gosh, now she's about to turn 95. I love her. Okay, so this Baylor-Kansas State game is 9 o'clock. I locked this one in early, and you can too. This under started moving pretty fast, and it just kept moving. It went from 165.5 to 161.5. So that was a 4-point move towards the under. Then it dropped even further to 159.5. That is huge. That is a 6-point move towards the under. I played the under early. It's on mixed money, but Vegas is clearly moving this line towards the under against all the mixed money. They think this is going to be an under game. They're trying to encourage some more bets on the over. And that's why I think this under looks like it developed really nicely, and it just kept going the right direction. Hey Chris, welcome in. Kansas State will win. Alrighty. I like the total here. I think this is going to be, probably a defensive game, and not a lot of points here. Let's just see what some of this updated, money is doing. Things have been moving pretty fast recently. It was like things were a little bit slow to get started earlier today, but now things are moving around. That's right, Super James. Just a few degrees of separation away. Looks like it's pretty mixed on the spread right now, but a lot of people are taking this Baylor money line. Pretty mixed on the total still here. I see more money piling on the under. I think people are starting to take notice of how Vegas has aggressively moved this total towards the under. This is a big 6-point under move for this line. So I think people are starting to take notice. Like, I see a little bit of money showing up on the under in this Baylor-Kansas State game. But yeah, pretty mixed money on the spread. You got it at 160.5. That's good. That's good. A lot of spots have it at 159.5 right now. So you might be able to line shop around a little bit, and I would even say at this moment in time, it's okay to treat, prediction markets like, another place to line shop, and really search for the best value. I do it all the time, and I highly recommend, you do it as well. Because otherwise, sportsbooks have all different numbers and all different odds. So go where it's most profitable for you, depending on your state, location, and what's legal in your area. It's 159.5 right now. You caught that just at the right time, Chris. I know, right? I feel the same way. I'm like, wait, Christy and Patriot Chris. I'm like, I need to start separating. I'm like, Chris and Chris. You're both commenting. Chris squared is in the house tonight. All right. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I would love to get, the NBA back, hockey back, and I can't wait for baseball. I feel like it can't come soon enough. But, that's why I've just tried to mix in some fun activities on nights like this. Just like the 2-minute drill, which we are about to roll into. And if there is anything, I know while there's a little bit of a lull here, if there is anything that you want to see me bring onto the show, topics you want to talk about, feel free to write me. It is so easy to just reply to any of one of my emails. They go out every single day. Hit the reply button. It's just direct to me, back and forth. And yeah, just let me know if there's anything you want to see, if you have any comments, or even if you just want to say hi. I love hearing from you guys. All right, so we are going to roll into the 2-minute drill right now. And I will be in the comments section. It is a great video. If you have any questions, feel free to just write in. All right, let's get started. Most bettors pay attention when the line moves. However, is when it doesn't. Every sportsbook line exists under constant pressure. Betting flows in, information evolves, and prices adjust in response. But occasionally, something unusual happens. Heavy money enters the market. Public opinion piles onto one side, and yet the number from the sportsbook refuses to move. It just sits there unchanged, absorbing all of that pressure. This is called line stickiness, and it's one of the clearest expressions of the sportsbook's intent. Sportsbooks don't move lines just because bets arrive. They move lines when those bets contain information. Recreational money, even in large volumes, doesn't necessarily trigger adjustment to the line. But when informed bettors, those with a track record of beating closing numbers, enter the market, the sportsbooks will then react quickly. So, when a line stays frozen, despite overwhelming betting on one side, it tells you something important. The sportsbook is willing to accept all of that action, and they are not afraid of that outcome. In fact, they may prefer it. This reveals the difference between balancing risk and expressing opinion. The public assumes that sportsbooks are neutral intermediaries, simply matching bets on both sides. But in reality, the sportsbooks are constantly taking positions. They shade lines, hold numbers, and allow exposure when they believe the price favors them. Stickiness is not passive. It is a decision by the sportsbook, and this dynamic becomes even more powerful late in the market cycle. As the kickoff approaches, sportsbooks possess their highest confidence. They've seen injury confirmations, the weather has finalized, and the full distribution of betting behavior is right there in front of them. At this stage, a frozen line represents the most informed version of the bookmaker's belief, and for bettors, this reframes how the market should be read. Movement shows where uncertainty exists. Stability shows where conviction exists. The biggest mistakes happen when bettors follow motion blindly. The biggest insights emerge once you notice the resistance, because sometimes the most important thing that the market is telling you is nothing. I hope you guys enjoyed that 2-minute drill. If you have any questions, oh, thank you so much. Taking care of business, loco. I'm glad you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free. You know how to write me, contact me. And let's just keep going with some more games. I have a couple more that I'm looking at. Thank you, Spencer. All right, that was a great little blue top. I wear it sometimes on air. Maybe I'll come back, make an appearance soon. Who knows? Alrighty. Now, moving on to this next game, Nebraska Cornhuskers versus Iowa Hawkeyes. This is a 9 p.m. Eastern game, and this total definitely looks like it's starting to go towards the over. No, thank you, everyone. All right. This total opened up at 137.5, went up to 139.5. So that is just a 2-point move. It is not that extreme by the sportsbook, but I do like that there's level 3 money on the over as well. So it's going over. It's a 2-point move, and yeah, level 3 money. So as you guys know, and how I grade my money, I have a scale, 1 being the least, 5 being the highest. There's always going to be money, but most oftentimes it really is just mixed. So when I see a lot of money, level 3 is kind of right there in between, and it does look pretty good. All right, blue top was a hit. But I agree. Red, black. I feel like red shows up better on these live streams. It shows up the best. I'm like, whoa. And my blonde hair really pops. Just looks good. It's a vibe. All right. And so that over in this Nebraska-Iowa game, I'm going to put into my action pile for now. So we're going to keep watching this line. It is Marveline, and that's just because it's basically just a 2-point move backed by some pretty good money. Absolutely. All right, and looking at this last game, it is Texas Tech versus Arizona State. It is 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern game, and this total is looking good. I played the under early, and I would say it's still looking solid. This is another spot where the money is very mixed, but the total looks like it's going under. Opened up at 156.5, and it's been 3 points towards the under. It's sitting at 153.5 in a lot of spots right now. So I think this is a solid underplay, and I like it. I took it early, so let's just go over all of my plays. Love all these emojis. Thank you. Let's just go over all the plays that I like the best, and then we're going to go over the action plays. So the plays that I like the best tonight is, I mean, they're really just 2 unders. These are my favorite plays. The under in this Baylor-Kansas State game. I played the under early. It's still moving under right now as we're doing this live stream, which is crazy. It doesn't even start till 9 o'clock, which is, in a few hours from now, but it's still moving towards the under. I like this under a lot. My second favorite play tonight, well, they're about equal favorites, actually, is Texas Tech versus Arizona State. I like the under here as well. This is looking like a solid under, moving on mixed money. So both of these have mixed money, but Vegas is taking a strong stand towards the under, moving this line a lot in both of these games. So I like these plays the best. It is, yeah, the unders, these are my favorite tonight. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so this Baylor versus Kansas State game and this Texas Tech versus Arizona State game. Next, we are going over my leans. These are my action plays. So I know we have a lot of action players here in the audience as well. So if you want to, just kind of boost up your the plays that you're doing tonight, maybe do a little sprinkle on these as well. And when I say if you're gonna play them straight as well instead of just putting them into a bunch of parlays. Make sure you're getting make sure you're still playing a straight bet and getting some money. All right. So for my leans here, I like Wyoming. I like this spread against Fresno State. So it's sitting in Wyoming minus 10.5 right now. I like this spread for an action play. Then in this UCLA-Michigan State game, I like the over here for an action play. It moves 3 points towards the over. It's backed by a little bit of money. So I'm putting this on my action playlist. And finally, for my last action play, it is Nebraska versus Iowa over. Those are all of my plays. Yeah, that is what I like tonight. Ooh, thanks for the Christmas tree. It's reminding me to enjoy some more cannabis and maybe do a little Mardi Gras dance as we talk about some AI next. Woo! Anyone want to catch the beats? All right, let's keep it rolling with some AI. Now, this was, oh yeah, it's a party. I feel like I have like the smoothest background music going on right now, but I'm like, woo, party mode, catch. Oh yeah, I feel like I'm ready to go to Mardi Gras celebration. Except my plans tonight are just like working on homework. That's it. Thank you, taking care of business. I appreciate it. All right, so for AI, let's talk about this. I think this is going to be really helpful. So last time we were talking about doing some sentiment analysis, like using Twitter data or Reddit data and how to look at it once you have a spreadsheet. We were going over all of that. We've already gone over basically what is AI and how it covers a range of things, from machine learning models, neural networks, computer vision models, to even generative AI, which is like ChatGPT, transformers, or image generation. That's all generative AI. So it covers a whole wide range of things. We've already covered data types, looking at like integers versus floats, Boolean logic, different things like that. Python functions. So now I think it's really important to talk about Python visualizations, and all of this is incredibly important like as you start building out your models. Now, the information I got here was from the NFL Data Py library. It is a free library for anyone to access, and you can just download it. Normally, like, import NFL-data-py to install it. It's easy, so it's fun to play around with, like, especially if you're just trying to learn this at a very basic level. And just start playing around with things for yourself. But understanding visualizations is going to be key to, creating nice notebooks and creating nice models where you can understand what's going on, and doing an exploratory data analysis even before you put the data into a model to see, is there any correlation? And really like how it looks. And I think because we're all such like visual people, we, recognize like the environment around us. I think having, these visualizations is going to be key. So let's go over it. And of course, feel free to stop me if you have any questions. I don't have as much code in here today because it's really easy to do, or even just have like an AI, like a generative AI say, I want these visualizations with this data, and it could, create the code for you where you don't have to figure out how to like make a box plot or something. It will lay it out for you. So I don't really go over the code too much, but understanding what you can ask for is going to be key. Okay, so box plots. So here, yeah, this is good for like looking at consistency or volatility. And here we're just looking at the 2024 season. So can you guys all see that? This is just using real data. It shows you a lot of information in the box plots, and I'm sure you guys remember from school how they work. All right. Also where the outliers are, as you could see. I don't think it has outliers here, but it does show outliers as well in the box plots. Then you have bar charts, which is great for looking at different rankings, comparisons. Exactly, Alvin. Box plots are great. And then looking at bar charts, this is important as well, because like as you're doing your models, you're going to want to see how the data works together, and you could add like multiple variables onto your bar chart so you could see it, how everything works together. Okay, line charts, you're looking at trends over time, and all of this is super easy to just start using today when you're looking at the data here. Okay, and this one I'm looking at Kansas City points by week. This is just for 2024. So as you can see, this is just visualizing the data over time, and this is a free library. You really don't need a lot of setup here. Thank you, Super Pro. Definitely. Okay, scatter plots and heat maps. Scatter plots are really good, especially when you just have two variables or one variable. But when you start getting into like 3 or more variables, it gets hard. Heat maps, it's great for showing correlation. So, pretty simple stuff here, but it's just, this is going to be the foundation before you start making your machine learning models. You're going to want to take the data and start going through it and start visualizing it in all these different ways. All right, and that is that. Thanks for watching. Those are just some of the main ways that you could use visualizations in Python very easily using a free library that's already available to you. So start exploring, play around with it, and I really encourage everyone to just, you know, even if you're just kind of using AI as your guide to teach you how to make these things, and you say, hey, I want to do this, or I heard about this library, or, you know, I want to make these kinds of charts. Start exploring with the data, see what it tells you, and start building from there. I think it just all starts with like a question, a problem you want to solve. And that's going to make you a better handicapper, and it's really going to give you a data edge that literally 90% of the sports bettors out there don't have. They're just going off of their gut instinct. They're going off of what their friend says. And we're database people. And I think part of it is just using these visualizations to really help you. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me. I'm also happy to collaborate with people. So, you know, if you have any interesting projects you're working on, I'm happy to help out. And yeah, so I'm really happy that, you know, everything's been going so well with my AI class with Johns Hopkins, and you know, I'm learning all of these new things every single week. It's really exciting. Like we're just learning about like even AI scribes right now, and how all these doctors, nurses, everyone has to fill all this paperwork and notes and everything like that, and how AI is actually helping step in and allowing the professionals to spend more time with the people that they're treating and trying to help versus taking a bunch of notes. And there's just so many cool things AI is doing every day, but, you know, start with just, you know, what we do here, sports betting, looking at the data. I'm telling you how to get the information and how to just start analyzing it and looking at it visually. That's going to help the best. Thanks, Super James. Well, that is everything tonight. These are not super long live streams because we just don't have a lot of games to cover, but I will take another hit. A rip for the live stream. Yeah, and make sure to check out my book, Sports Betting Illuminated, an AI-powered path to profit, is available on my website, arielcalista.com. Sign up for my free daily emails by clicking the Stay in Touch button, and please, before you go, leave a thumbs up on the stream if you had fun today, if you enjoyed watching it, maybe if you learned something new, and subscribe if you want to come back, because all of these platforms do send notifications when I'm live, but you have to be subscribed, potentially even have your notifications on. But I do these streams regularly. Saturdays, 11 a.m., that is my next stream, and every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. This has been so much fun. It's all me. It's all Ari energy, lighten up the beats. Well, I hope everybody has a great Mardi Gras. Have some beads. Woo! And I will see you all next time on Sports Betting Illuminated. Good luck on all your wagers tonight.